Hello everyone. I'm Warrior, and today we're on day 2 of our brand new free-to-play account. Off camera, I went ahead, fought some light side battles, some dark side battles. Now we're back, day 2, and I'm excited to do some fun stuff that we did not get to do yesterday and show you guys around how this account is going. First things first, it's that time of day where we get our free energy. So we're going to go in here, claim that up, and then we're going to go in here. And we are about to unlock the squad arena. So we've been farming for the Geonosian Soldier this whole time. And now we are level 28. We have a bunch of Geonosian Soldier shards. And before we get into the squad arena here, it is unlocked. Before we get into the squad arena, we're going to go ahead and make some upgrades to our characters. So let's go into the characters tab. First things first, we're going to take Geonosian Soldier and promote him to a 3-star. Fantastic stuff. We're going to take his gear and we're going to upgrade it to a tier 3. Then we're going to go into a Ahsoka Tano and, we're going to go into Anakin. We're going to take him to a gear 2 and a gear 3 because it's showing. Why not? Let's give him all the gear that he can. And let's just go ahead and take the Geonosian Soldier, Anakin, and Ahsoka all the way up to a level 27. This is going to make them hit harder and be more survivable, which is going to be helpful getting through a couple of challenges today, as well as light side and dark side battles that I'm going to fight off camera. Now, another thing that we are going to look at in this video, oops, I took her to a 26, we'll take her to a 27. Another thing I'm going to look at in this video is we're going to look at the guilds, and while I did join a guild in the previous video and did a couple of ally invites, I actually didn't get that many allies. I got a few. I got a Supreme Leader Kylo Ren ally, that's pretty cool, but I didn't get a ton of allies, so what I was doing was I was looking on Discord, and I managed to find this guild that has 120 million galactic power and is accepting players of any level. So I saw this guild ad, and I'm going to join it later today. I've done the max transactions for one day because I left the starter guild, and then I joined a new guild, and then I left that guild as well. So that might take until later. We'll edit that in at the end of the video. But we're going to be joining a new guild that is going to be decent, doing the heroic raids, and once we get a 7-star character, this guild will be our home until we are at least level 65, and possibly longer. Alright, let's go back in here and get some of these daily activities done. We still have to do, we have squad arena battles, and we have challenges. Let's go in here and do the challenges for today. So we have the Ability Mat Challenge. There's 2 tiers for the Ability Mat Challenge. Let's just try to skip the first tier and go straight for this tier 2 because the ability materials are better on tier 2, and that'll be nice if we can just get right to getting the good resources. Alright, let's go ahead, borrow one of these allies that the game gives you for free, and then we'll put in a squad. Let's use Anakin, Moff Gideon, Geonosian Soldier, Ahsoka, and Dark Trooper, and see if we can beat this battle. It's my first time fighting this challenge, or first time fighting a tier 2 challenge as well, so we'll see. Maybe a little bit difficult. Our Dark Trooper does not deal as much damage anymore now that we're facing against some higher level toons, but nonetheless, he is still pretty good. Let's go ahead, heal that Dark Trooper up, try to keep 4 stacks on him until the final encounter. That would be really, really nice. And let's just finish him off with the basic. Now you can, for these main challenges where you get ability materials, training droids, and credits, you can bring in an ally, so we may do that later. We're only going to beat this challenge once for the YouTube video, but later I may go in with an ally, maybe that Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and just easily get 3 stars on this, so I do not have to worry about fighting it again, and I can just sim it. Now the other challenge, we still do not have enough characters to fight at a high enough level, so we're still going to be ignoring that. This battle, we're in the final encounter now. However, our characters are a little bit low on health, and I'm not sure if everyone is going to survive, but we will try. We got some buff immunity and healing immunity on Darth Vader. That's good. I don't think he was going to get any buffs anyways, but it's good. Let's heal up Ahsoka a little bit. It's going to do the Force Crush. All right. Let's keep working on him. We got that armor shred. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and get a taunt up with Chewbacca. I have a feeling Darth Vader is going to do a big attack here on us. And Chewbacca may be able to survive it. There we go. Chewbacca survived it. Let's keep pushing, get some more offense up again. Keep attacking him, do another big punch. We actually only have one stack on Dark Trooper, so it's not going to be that much damage. And our characters are starting to fall apart. This is not good. I'm not sure if we're going to beat this. And we lost. Alright, so we lost that. But we're going to try again. This time we're going to play it a little bit more safe. I was kind of rushing through that again. And let's see if we can find a better ally to borrow. I'm going to try borrowing Talia this time. Talia has a heal capability. We're also getting this benefit from Anakin's leadership. She's teaching us this new leadership mechanic. Some characters have a leader ability, and it will kind of boost the whole team. This is not the best of leader abilities, however, it is a little bit something. It will put him in the leader slot so Anakin and Ahsoka can get that bonus. Let's go ahead. It's basic. Really not dealing the damage it used to do, since we're keeping Moff Gideon and Dark Trooper at a level 15. But it's something. And we already lost a stack on Dark Trooper, so that's not good. As long as we can keep him... yeah, this one's not going as good as before, because we already lost a stack on Dark Trooper. Last time, I think we made it to the final encounter with 3 stacks on our Dark Trooper, which was great, because I'm not really worried about the 3-star. However, the more stacks he has, the more damage he does, so that's kind of where we're at. Let's do a big hit over here. Let's finish off this guy. We're down to 2 stacks on the Dark Trooper. Not looking great. I'm going to save the AoE and save the offense up for the next encounter. And we're just going to finish this one out with basics, I think. These 2 characters are not that big of threats. We just got to hope that they do not attack the Dark Trooper, because he will die off quicker since he has less health and more stacks. Keep working on the Royal Guard here. His defense up and health up a second ago, so he was pretty tanky, but now all that's gone, and we should mow through him with this move right here. Beautiful. Alright, Darth Vader. Let's try this again. Open up with offense up. That's great. Now all of our attacks are going to have plus 50% more damage. Throw the armor shred on him. Go ahead and do a basic. I only have 2 stacks, but it's better than nothing. I'm going to save the heal. Just do a basic. Let's go ahead and apply tenacity down. If we apply tenacity down, it's automatically applied if the debuff works. So there's an 85% chance for a debuff to land, and then you have to account for tenacity and potency. However, tenacity and potency does not matter with tenacity down. If you get that 85% chance for it to work, it just automatically works. So you don't need to worry about tenacity or potency when you're using that. And we just lost a few characters, so this will be close. I'm not sure if we are going to win. Talia survived that. That was huge. It's going to be really close to see if we can win. He's in the red. We have 2 characters left, and we got through him. So there we go. That's a victory right there, and that's good. That's what we want to see. All right. Let's go ahead, and we'll come back to that later when we can borrow an ally, so I don't have to fight it again, because it is a pretty tricky mission. But now let's go ahead and look at the squad arena, because we just unlocked the squad arena, and the squad arena is a new game mode. It used to be a lot more important. However, now it's not as important, and the main thing that we're going to want to do in squad arena is we're just going to want to try to climb up as far as we can so we can get these, what are they called again? Squad arena tokens. And if we get the squad arena tokens, then we'll go to our shipments, and we'll be able to buy character shards. Now, we're going to look at the shipments a little bit more again because I talked about these shipments before last time. They released an update today which moved the credits that I was recommending everyone buy down a few slots, so they're no longer on the top. They may be for some people, but I'm not sure if it's a bug or a glitch. However, they're here now, so you just got to make sure you're not wasting any crystals when you're getting these 4 pieces. Still try to buy them though, it's still the same value, they're just in a different spot. And in the Cantina battles, I have been spending all of my Cantina currency towards Ahsoka Tano because we're building her as a character, just like the Geonosian Soldier. When we farm him, we get Cantina currency, and we're spending that on Ahsoka Tano because she's going to help us a lot in our farming plan. In Squad Arena, the first character that we're going to buy out of here, once we get the opportunity, is going to be Nute Gunray. He is going to take 80 shards to unlock, so that's going to require 8 purchases. That's why it's important that we try to climb up as much as we can in the Squad Arena game mode, so we can be prepared to get Nute Gunray as fast as possible. So let's go in. We're going to use the same squad in Squad Arena. And let's try to take out this weak team right here. Shouldn't be much of an issue. They haven't put a full lineup in yet. They just have Anakin and Ahsoka. Now, we're actually not fighting a computer this time. We are fighting another character. So we're fighting a character based on what level their characters are, based on what gear and what abilities they have. And a computer is still controlling what abilities they choose to use. However, we're fighting another person's team. And we won no problem because they did not have a full team. So that went very well. We moved up a little bit. Now we are 5,769. There are 20,000 people in a Squad Arena shard. So we got put in a little less than about 1/4 of the way into this shard. So we're not the most fortunate. If we were the most fortunate, we would be the first person in, and we'd be at the top of the leaderboard instantly without having to climb up at all. However, it's not horrible. Within a couple days, we should be able to climb a little bit up. And if you look at the levels of some of these other free-to-play players here, they're only level 40, 41, 42. So at the end of today, we should be at least level 30, and we're not that far behind them. We're only 2 or 3 days behind them in terms of gameplay, which we will be able to catch up quite easily with our skill. Let's go ahead and get this achievement claimed real quick. Now, I have to do Squad Arena battles later too. I may include another one in this video. For now, we are going to look at our characters again, and I am going to set up a farming tab for squads. So we're going to go into squads. We're going to hit rename and rearrange. This is default, and I'm going to just name it to farms. So it's called farms now, and we're going to hit create a new squad, and now we're just going to put any of the characters that I'm farming with my energy, we're going to put on this tab, so I don't have to go in there. So we're going to put Jedi Knight Anakin, we're going to put Geonosian Soldier, we're going to put the Ewok Elder. I don't see him, so I'm going to search it up. The Ewok Elder, because we're farming him. And then we're also going to put Count Dooku, because we are also farming him. There we go, Count Dooku. So we'll add more to these farms, but for now, these are the farms that we're doing every day. We're going to go ahead and make sure we sim all these characters. And if we look at, I already had full energy, so I went ahead, I simmed for Anakin today. We can keep simming for Geonosian Soldier once we get more continued energy, but I simmed for Ewok Elder, and I also simmed for Count Dooku. Now you'll see I still have 156 energy. However, the battles I have fought up in light side and dark side, they're getting hard, and I actually don't think that I can beat the battles without using some allies. So as soon as our cooldown later in the day resets, we are going to go in and we are going to join that 120 million galactic power guild. Now, As of this morning, there were still 9 available slots open for that guild, so I'm going to leave the name of the guild if you're a brand new player, and it's going to get your 600 tickets a day. Uh, Go ahead, join the guild, and we'll do some Rancor raids together. We'll do some Sith raids. We'll do some raids together once we get our 7-star characters. But that's pretty exciting because there's not a lot of 120 million power guilds that are just offering to let any player in. So I got kind of lucky when I was looking on Discord and found a cool guild advertisement allowing that. Let's also look at the events. I said that I was going to check out these events. We have 2 events. We have the Rebels basic training and we have the Fleet Commander event. Uh, we're not going to do the Fleet Commander event today because we only have a little bit of it unlocked. However, we're going to go ahead and try to get through this basic Rebel training. It will also give you borrowed characters, so we're borrowing some pretty great characters. As you see, they actually have a lot of health and a lot of damage. You'll see, and we're fighting characters with a lot of damage as well. So as you progress in the game and you gear up your characters, you will the amount of debuffs and buffs you can apply, and the amount of health and protection you have, the amount of offense you deal, potency, all these stats are going to increase. So it's kind of cool that we're getting to borrow these rebels. It's giving us Han Solo and Commander Luke Skywalker now. Let's go ahead, just walk through this tutorial as fast as possible. It's forcing us to do the special here when we could have just finished him. Oh well, let's just go ahead, get him out. Beautiful. And the nice thing about these basic training events, I've done them in the past on my other account, and you do get random rebel shards at the end of it. So you may be thinking you don't get any rewards for this, but if you fight through the tutorial phases basically, and it should only take like a few minutes to fight through these tutorial phases, as long as you're not like taking your time to read all the abilities. And if you want to read all the abilities, go for it by all means. But for right now, we're not going to have these characters in our account for a while. So like I said, we're not going to worry about doing all these readings unless it is important. But once you get through these first few battles in a few minutes, you'll see we're going to get some random character shards, and it's possible we could even unlock another character from this event today. So we'll see how that goes. We're already on tier 4. I believe this is the last tier that doesn't give any rewards, and then we may even be able to fight 2 tiers that give rewards. So let's do it. Let's just do this. You can't full auto these battles, so I'm not really thinking about it too much because it's actually like impossible for us to lose. So I'm just clicking all the attacks I can. I'm not using the best strategy to keep everyone at full for full health or whatever, but I'm just trying to get in as fast as I can and get the win, which we did. We did, and that was great. Let's go in here. Tier 5. We're using a full squad now. This is the last tutorial. This is the last tutorial phase, but I still think we get shards for it. And then from then on, we don't have a tutorial to follow. We have to use our strategy, and the basic training gets harder. So this is the first out of 4 battles we'll have to fight, and the enemies get better. So eventually, it might take us some strategy to beat the final tier. However, it's nothing impossible because we're borrowing the characters. So obviously, they have to make it manageable to beat, and we'll see if we can get it first try. That'll be the goal, to get it first try, because that'll be our challenge. But let's see. We got the victory, and there we go. We got some good character shards. We got 25 shards for Princess Leia and 25 shards for Stormtrooper Han. So that's actually enough shards to unlock Princess Leia, which is amazing. We did the basic training for today. Tomorrow we'll come back and do this second phase off camera probably, and then I will show you guys the second and the third tier on camera because those ones are a little bit more difficult. But it looks like we're actually getting Lando, and we'll unlock Stormtrooper Han tomorrow, so that will be interesting. Let's go ahead, activate Princess Leia. We're not actually going to upgrade these characters past level 1, but we are activating them because we want to get achievements complete, And just like that, I think we got another achievement for activating light side characters towards Darth Vader. So you do want to activate these characters because it'll help you unlock Darth Vader. And we got 1,000,000 credits too. Let's go ahead and claim that. Um, and we're doing pretty well. We were doing pretty well right now. Let's go in and we'll see if we can do, in 1 minute, we can do one more squad arena. Now, we don't want to face this team with 5,283 galactic power. If we look at the top left, under our rank, it shows you your galactic power. So the galactic power of our team is 3,348. Now we've already made all the upgrades that we're going to make for today. We're not going to do any more upgrades today. We'll do some tomorrow or the next day. But what we're going to do now is we're going to hit this little refresh button. And what that's going to do is it's not going to change the team on the far right, but it's going to cycle out the other two teams. And we're looking for a team that either has 2 people in it or is really weak power. And we're looking for a team that is below 5,000. So this one's exactly 5,000. They're still considerable amount more power than me. So we're going to keep refreshing this until we find a team that is below rank 5,000 and has a galactic power similar to ours. And if we find that, it's a good target for us to fight because we have a really good chance of winning, as well as we know that we are not going to be wasting a lot of rank, if that makes sense, because we're doing an efficient fight. A lot of these teams that we're clicking on are similar galactic power. If I see one close to 5,000 that's really easy, I may just go for it. This one right here, they have quite a bit more power than us, but you know what? Let's just go for it, and let's do a challenging, interesting battle and push ourselves to the limit. Let's see if we can win because Dark Trooper's pretty good, and I feel like Dark Trooper may make this a close fight. They've got Anakin as well. We're going to go for Ahsoka Tano first because she's going to heal up the team. If we can take Ahsoka Tano out, that'll put us in some pretty good shape. Let's see if we can use this big hit. Boom. She's out. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead. Stormtrooper Han is probably going to taunt. I'm going to put some armor shred on him. That will help us kill him faster. There we go. We dispelled the taunt. Now I'm just going to finish him off because we started on him, and if we started, I just want to go for the finish. I want to take him out. Let's go for it. We lost a character, Moff Gideon, but we almost killed another one of them. For this attack, we're going to use our heal to heal up Anakin and Ahsoka and the Geonosian Soldier, but we're not going to waste it on Stormtrooper Han because he's already in the red. So we're going to go over here, hit Jedi Knight Anakin. It dodged, of course, and then we're going to use this basic to finish off Stormtrooper Han. That way, we would have dealt more damage to Anakin if it did not dodge, but that's okay. And it's getting pretty close. I'm just going all in on Jedi Knight Anakin now. We took him out. Let's get some more offense up. At this point, it is a 3v2. It was a 4v2, but now it's a 3v2. It's still a pretty close matchup. However, I think I'm going to win as long as my Dark Trooper manages to, he managed to do that at least. He managed to die. Okay, now it's a 1v2. I still like our odds pretty much. Old Ben is more tanky, however, he's not a damage dealer. We did prioritize the damage dealers, and we took them out, so he's not really a huge threat to killing both of us. If it were a 1v1, he would have a decent chance. However, since we're taking more turns, we're just dealing more damage to him, and we won that battle. I'm going to come back later, and I'm going to show you me joining the new guild. As of then, just sit back, relax, and I'll be back in 1 second. Here is the guild ad that I looked at on Arnold T101's Discord server. 116 million, 40 members. That's pretty good. But then I decided to try to push my luck even further. And I DM'd a guild leader of a 240 million guild. He has not joined the room yet. That was probably not going to work, but we gave it a shot. And the guild that I joined first on my last account, I figured, oh, I completely forgot about them. They're a decent guild who does light side and dark side GOTB. So I reached out to them again, and boom. This is the guild that we are currently in. 136 million galactic power. They take lower level players. The guild is pretty much full now, but it's awesome that I got into here because it will get me some good get 1 and good get 2 as I can make progress once I hit level 65 and have access to the guild events. So, that's the guild. That's exciting. Now, we're going to hop back over to the game and I'm going to show you what I did. Here we are. The first thing I did once I joined Ascension is I went to the Manage tab. I went to the tab to the right of all, which says Raid Tickets Daily, and I filtered that to Arena Power. This is going to take the top power people in the guild and put them up top. And then I just went through all these people, starting at the top, and I hit Ally Invite right next to the message button. All the way down to all the way about here, I believe. So I added a ton of people, and if we go over to my allies list, we will see I got some new people, as well as there's a lot of requests pending. So I have a lot of allies now from this brand new guild already, and I still have a lot of requests sent to Galactic Legend owners and lots of powerful characters that will help me through the late side and dark side and Cantina battles starting off the game. So let's show you a quick example on late side. We've made quite a bit of progress. This is actually the next day, so this is day 3 now because the guild max transactions thing took forever to go away. So we're on the 3rd day now. But let's show you an example of how borrowing a super powerful ally can help. So we're not going to put in any of these level 1 characters because they'll just die, they're too weak. We're going to put in our Anakin and our Ahsoka. And while they are level 27, there's no way that they could beat this whole team. However, we're going to use this ally and he's just going to carry us through the battle. So boom, we use that ability. Everyone's going to get one shot because this is a Relic 8. We'll go ahead, use this ability, bam, this ability, bam. Let's use this ability, and we're just walking through these separatists like it's no one's business right now. And we're going to save our special for the final phase, and we're just going to destroy them all with one hit, and we'll move on, 3-star the battle, we'll never have to worry about it again. So that's what I've been doing. I think it's a few hours for the ally timer to refresh before you can reuse someone's ally again. So what I've been doing is I've been going in and using all the allies that can get me 3 stars on a battle. I still have a lot to use as of right now because I just added all these new allies. But what I do is I go through, borrow the allies, and I've managed to fight a lot of light side and a lot of dark side battles. And speaking of which, we have added 2 new characters to our farming squads tab. So here we have Anakin already. What we do for Anakin now is we can sim him twice because we unlocked a node on 3E Dark Side now. So we're simming him twice a day now. We're going to get him double as fast. Dooku is still the same. Geonosian Soldier, we're making some really good progress on. Ewok Elder, still the same. And I don't think I added this final character because it's not actually a character per se that we're going to be farming, more of the ship. But let's just go ahead and add it. So we'll go to our squads, uh, edit, and we're going to add this droid. And you might be wondering, why are we farming the IG-86 Sentinel droid? Well, the IG-86 Sentinel droid is on the same node, this 4D light side node, as the Vulture droid. Now, we're not there yet, but we will be by the end of the day, and we will start simming this Vulture droid ship, likely all the way until it is 6 stars or 7 stars. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to go for 6 stars for the top tier of the Zeta challenge, and then, since I'm going to be transitioning over to a Galactic Republic fleet, and it takes forever to get these shards, that's almost 2 months of farming this ship straight to go to a 7 stars. I may hold off on it because it's not as valuable unless you have the malevolence. And since we're going for the negotiator first, this Vulture Droid ship that's going to appear on that lock node is not going to be as beneficial to farm on this account if we have other important stuff to farm. Because the priority is unlocking General Anakin Skywalker and getting our Gear 13 characters up and running for guild. Now, that was a lot. We got into a good guild. We leveled up a ton. Let's go ahead now, and I'm going to make some upgrades for today. Let's go into our characters, and we're going to make some more upgrades, because I got a ton of shards, and I think we can do some good stuff. First, let's just take a look here. I favorited all the characters that I would like to build in the next 2 years, and all the other characters that are not favorited, we'll activate them, but we're not going to touch them unless we have to for a mega event or a specific event. I might go in there and upgrade one or two, but we're not going to use them. We're not going to touch them really. And some of the characters on here, we're just going to upgrade a little bit so we can get some use out of them. Like I put Bastila Shan Fallen on the list here. We're not going to take her all the way to a 7 stars. I just want to unlock her because her fear ability is really, really good. And I'll put her to a Gear 7, and I'll just throw her in with some of my other characters. But these are the only characters I have unlocked as of now. Oops, sorry about that. So let's go ahead and upgrade the Geonosian Soldier first. We got his 4-star already. That is awesome, and we're well on our way to a 5-star. We should have him at a 5-star tomorrow. I have been doing the Cantina refreshes just to speed things up because I haven't really found a need to do energy refreshes. I've had enough energy to farm all the stuff I'm farming up until now. Let's go ahead and take Anakin to a 2-star. We'll take Ahsoka to a 3-star. And let's start working on this clone sergeant. So we've leveled up quite a bit now. We're going to take all of our characters to level 32. We're going to take all of our characters to a level 32, and we might give him this gear too, but we're going to come back later and see if anyone else needs the gear more. We'll take Ahsoka up to a 32, and we will take Anakin up to a 32, and last but certainly not least, our best character, because he's a 4-star, we'll take the Geonosian Soldier up to a 32. Now, I have Gear 3 on the Geonosian Soldier, Gear 3 on Anakin, Gear 2 on Ahsoka, and Gear 1 on this Clone Sergeant. This Clone Sergeant, we are not really going to be building that much until after we've gotten our first Galactic Legend. However, for a second Galactic Legend, he is required, and until then, we can build his ship. So we're probably going to take this character, depending on if he needs Carbantes or other difficult gear, we're going to take him up until he doesn't need that anymore. So it's possible that we could get stopped at a Gear 8 and have to stop on him, but it's also possible that we could build him to a Gear 10. Since he is an older character, he may not need that many valuable pieces of gear, and it will be worth it working on him for our fleet. But I would like to work on Ahsoka more first, and she's not ready to go in gear, so we're just going to stop there with the upgrades for today. Now, that gives us 4 characters that can do some decent work in the squad arena. My first day in squad arena, I fought a few battles. I was able to finish in this prize tier, top 5,000. My goal for today, there is some pretty tough teams here. My goal for today is to finish top 2,500. I'm going to try to see if I can finish top 2,500, and I will get an extra 100 of these tokens. And then we'll probably stay in this 1,000 to 2,500 range for a little bit until we've just leveled up more and unlocked a 5th character that we can really upgrade. That's probably going to be the Ewok Elder. But that's where we're at right now on the account. Now, since we're here, let's go in and do this new challenge real quick. This one, let's see if we can beat this challenge, because this challenge gives us gear. This is probably the most important challenge, because it gives Carbantes eventually. So let's go ahead and just see if it is possible that we can beat this. Let's go ahead and put Anakin in Geonosian Soldier, Ahsoka, and the Dark Trooper, and we'll throw in our new Clone Trooper. Now, this challenge is for all attackers. The other ones were for tanks and support and healers. We did not really have a full team to do that. However, we do have a full team of attackers, so we're going to try to beat this one now. Let's go ahead and get a huge hit, test out that big damage from our 4-star Geo Soldier. And it's pretty cool that you can get like 4-star characters, 5-star characters the very second day you're playing. It just goes to show how fast you can make progress in this game. And a lot of people say it takes years. I saw this Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes review that said if you're playing really efficiently, it will take a full year to reach level 85. That is not true at all. We reached it at level day 97 on my other account, and it's not true at all. So here's what you want to do. This challenge, how it works, there's 2 bosses. You have General Tarkin and General Veers. Now, this debuff, ability block, plus they have all this minus offense. This debuff is very crucial. Once this debuff goes away, they have an insane amount of damage all of a sudden, and they will just pretty much one-shot your team. So what we want to do is we want to kill these combat support droids. Now, the combat support droids are different for different challenges, but once we kill them, we're going to get this combat overload, which is plus 300% offense and plus 100% health steal. So now that we have that, we're going to be able to have the damage to kill them. You might struggle to kill them if you do not take out these combat support droids. Now we have 2 stacks on our Dark Trooper. Let's go ahead, hit him, and now he's super low. We got all that offense. It was an easy battle. We 3-starred it, and now we're going to be able to get this gear whenever we want. All we have to do is we need to go into the battle and hit Sim. If we hit Sim, we instantly get the rewards for the battle, and that's more gear for our account. That's great. And last but not least, let's go in and make sure we're always getting our achievements, always claiming our daily activities, trying to level up. At the end of the day, we should be close to level 40. And once we hit level 40, we can do Galactic War for the first time. So we will do that. That'll be interesting. I don't know if we're going to be able to clear it the first time. However, we'll try our best, and we'll see how far we can make it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, you could support the channel by leaving a like or subscribing. I will see you in the next one.